The original Final Fantasy VII was a pretty serious game. Besides an unintentional "this guy are sick" typo, there weren't any laughs to be had. The remake though, the remake is different and filled with lots of little amusing sights, intentional or otherwise, and I thought I'd share them. For example, take this short sequence where Cloud thinks he spots Sephiroth in his rented apartment. You get away with him having a stupidly massive sword in the original, but the remake has to take into consideration just how clumsy and impractical it is. That doesn't extend to everything though. I love that he's got his soldier first class armour plate on his shoulder, and of course, why would you take it off when you sleep? Or that massive glove, for that matter. Yeah, the remake has given loads of extra detail to things like that, except mirrors. It still can't manage to pull off a mirror. It even has micro animations, like shaking his head when he considers going into Tifa's room, and doing unspeakable things. There's even extra detail with new characters. Take Merle for example, a lovely landlady who definitely doesn't get on Cloud's nerves with all her nagging.
You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then...
One of my favourite new characters is, of course, Roach. No, not that one. This one. Did you seriously just see a bike being used as a skateboard and your question is, who's that? Roach is proof that Final Fantasy VII was always anime as and Advent Children was probably the closest to what the developers intended for the game to look like. The way Roach and Cloud fight is just some My Hero Academia shit. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What the fuck? Roach is literally just ridiculous. He's crazy, and I love that they didn't hold back with him.
Well. I do believe this round is yours.
If them fighting is this crazy, I can't wait to see some of the stuff that happens between Cloud and Sephiroth. What the fuck? The thing is, this game also needs a load more animations. Take for example when pulling a lever. The game for some reason took the route of pressing and holding a button, but that just results in this happening. If this lever has a 1% chance of causing the reactor to explode, would I still pull it? The world of Midgar is also filled with new NPCs, all of who need the illusion of having a place in the world. Take this woman for example. You hear watching paint dry is boring. Try watching a woman who's painting just in the hope that some real paint will appear and dry. In fact, no wonder it doesn't work. Her bucket is empty. At least she seems happy. You also have this Hope wannabe.
I'm searching for candidates.
So it seems Square Enix are still trying to get people to like Final Fantasy XIII in retrospective. It's never gonna happen. They even use the opportunity to foreshadow events with the NPCs, like this merchant talking about a stock of grappling hooks coming in.
I ordered some for a client, but I accidentally added a 0, and now was thinking of setting up an attraction where you jump from the top of the Shinra building.
Huh, I wonder what they could be used for. Oh, and Mel has some foresight as well, when foreshadowing what's gonna happen to Tifa.
Better not cause Tifa any harder.
You just wait until a certain somebody falls into the live stream. Hey editor, can you put in a wheelchair? Thanks. I edit my own videos, what the fuck am I talking about? Not all NPCs in the slums are friendly, or make much sense. Take the weapon vendor, who brags about his friendly staff, only to have his colleagues say this when you try to buy a weapon from him.
Huh? I ain't got nothing for a punk-ass bitch like you! Get on out of here!
How rude. Not all NPCs even get dialogue, but they still have a role within the world. Like appearing in one of my videos. Some NPCs just have the tiniest of roles, even if it's just being a scumbag.
Hey, Tifa baby! I'll see you at the bar later.
It wouldn't be a slum without some scums. This detail is a little less obvious, so I need to accompany it with a story. When I first got Fallout, it was my first Bethesda game. I remember excitedly telling my brother how crazy the game is, because I was walking across a wasteland and I opened someone's mailbox only to find a grenade in there. I thought it was hilarious, and when I came across some grenades just sitting in a box, I still get amused by that shit, I don't know why. The game's music has also been brought up to date, and they did it in some of my favourite ways. Not only do you have new renditions of old classics,
Hey man, check it out! This song's pretty sweet, eh? You like it? You feeling it? Have a copy!
but you also have it cleverly weaved into the game.
Is that who I think it is? Oh, hell yeah! You guys really came to save me! Ow!
This transition when saving Johnny is one of my favourite examples of this in any game. Also, have you ever wondered where the old victory theme went? Well, you're not the only one. Finally for this video, do you want to see a secret cameo from a fan favourite in Final Fantasy VIII? Well, it's back, so allow me to introduce to you the fan favourite, Ghost Train. Okay, that was a bit of an anticlimax. I have a crap ton of footage though, and I haven't even touched on my favourite girl, Magalu. I mean Jessie.
Your ass is fine.
So I'll happily make more of these if there's enough interest. I know the format's a bit different and it's fun to edit and come up with this, but I don't know if the audience will be into it, so I thought I'd ask you directly.
And on that happy note,
Thanks for watching, and remember, stay safe.